Hey, it's Troyia Monay. That's here with another video. Today's video is super exciting as always. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about what you should be looking for when deciding on a business checking account provider, you guys. What does the process and procedures look like? How do I even go about choosing a business checking account provider? What materials am I going to need? What documentation I'm going to be needing? We are going to be discussing all of that in today's video. I get a lot of questions as far as finances are concerned, so I decided to clear it all up in today's video. I know in a video a while back, I discussed how I go through and manage my money, but I never discussed the process that it takes to open up these different accounts, or the process that it takes to even get a checking account or to get any type of business accounts as well. So I decided to come on here and clarify all of that in today's video, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned. So if you're a smaller business owner, especially those of you guys who are just getting your feet wet in the industry, you know, just going through and getting started with your business, and you're having a hard time deciding on a, business banking account provider or a business checking account provider, I highly recommend you guys to stop what you're doing and get an account with Hatch today. So I know a lot of you guys are probably like, Hatch, what's that? I've never heard of it. Y'all know I like to come on here and put you guys up on game, especially when it comes to some of the different resources that I think will be really beneficial to you guys as smaller and newer business owners. So Hatch is basically a platform that allows smaller business owners to open up checking accounts specifically for the needs of your business, and their platform is specifically for smaller and newer businesses, so it is really dedicated to a lot of you guys out there. So they allow you to open up different checking accounts and different lines of credit as well. I get a lot of questions as to what financial or checking account providers I use, or even the ones that I recommend, and I highly recommend Hatch because they do offer business bank account services with perks specifically for growing those smaller businesses. So Hatch is going to allow you to open up business checking accounts with no NSF, which is those non-sufficient funds. And you know those fees can definitely go through and rack up, you guys. So they do also offer up to 5% cashback rewards, perks, discounts, all of this and more for only $10 a month with no minimum deposit in order to get started, you guys. So definitely go through and check out Hatch. I'll have more information related to Hatch down below in the description. Alright, so I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, alright Troyia, you gave me some good tea. You told me what banking account provider I should go through and use. But what if I'm looking into getting national accounts, or maybe a local bank account, or maybe I am interested in using Hatch? What materials do I need to open up these accounts? Or even if I am looking for a different bank account or different checking account provider, how do I go about choosing the correct one for my business and my business needs? I am happy that you asked. So there's 5 different things that I recommend you guys to look for in a checking account specifically for your business. So the first thing that I really recommend you guys to look for in business banking accounts and business banks is to look for the services that they offer. That is super important. Do they have great customer service? Do they have a support team that I can contact if I have any issues? Is there a local ATM that I can even go through and use? You want to go through and make sure that those services that they offer coincide with your needs and your wants as a business owner. Also, you want to see what different accounts that you can go through and open. Can I open up a business checking account? Can I open up a business savings account? Is there any merchant accounts that they offer, such as, for credit card processing or even anything like that? So you want to look for that. What services does this bank or this checking account provider offer? Number 2, you want to go through and look to see if they have any monthly maintenance fees. This is extremely important. And this is why usually smaller businesses shy away from using those large national banks, because they do have some hefty, monthly maintenance fees in order to keep the account up and running. So you want to go through and see what any fees that they have. Like I told you guys earlier with Hatch, they do have, smaller fees, $10 a month. So that's really great for you guys who are just going through and getting started. Number 3 is, do they have any flexible debit cards? I know a lot of you guys may eventually get employees. So is there any type of way that you can get multiple debit cards in order to give to your employees to handle different things related to their task and their fields or anything like that? So is there any flexibility when it comes to debit cards? That's extremely important for you to go through and to know as well when considering a business checking account. Number 4 is the perks and the benefits. This is really, really top tier. You want to make sure that you're getting something out of, using this bank. So are there any perks? Are there any benefits? I know programs like Hatch, they do offer programs and benefits for like marketing services, HR, anything like that. So is there any type of perks, benefits, cashback, rewards that I can go through and use? You definitely want to go through and take that into consideration when choosing an account as well. And then last but not least is transaction limits, you guys. So for example, you may be limited to the certain amount of transactions that you can go through and do, maybe the amount of checks that you can cash, maybe the amount of money that you can deposit and withdraw. You definitely want to go through and think about that as well when considering opening up a checking account. So those are the 5 things. The first thing is the services that they offer. The second thing is the monthly flexibility as far as monthly payments. Number 3 is the flexibility as far as debit cards. Number 4 is those perks and benefits. And then number 5 is the limits to the amount of transactions that you can take on. So all right, let's get to the nitty gritty of things. What do I need? What materials or documentation do I need to even open up this account, you guys? So I got my notes here in order to help me out. So there's 5 different things that you're usually going to need. Of course, this is definitely going to be dependent bank to bank, but usually these 5 things are what usually banks are going to go through and ask you to provide when you are opening up an account with them. So first things first, they're going to ask for some type of personal identification, nothing having really to do with your business, but having to do with you as the business owner. So they're going to ask for a driver's license or some type of passport, some type of identification, you guys. Number 2, they're going to ask for your business's details. You want to make sure that the details match your LLC to the T, you guys. Especially, you want to make sure basically everything from your driver's license to your LLC to the information that you give them all kind of coincide and they all match. It just makes the process a lot easier. So they're going to ask you for your business name. So make sure you have a business name before you open up a business checking account. I know a lot of you guys, start without actually figuring out your business name. So you want to have a name first, obviously. So have your business name, have a business address, and a phone number. It can definitely be your personal number until you do decide to get a, cell phone dedicated to your business. So, your business details is number 2. Number 3 is they're going to ask you for your business documents. So if you're a sole proprietor, they're going to ask you for a DBA, and they're also going to ask you for your EIN number. If you're an LLC, they're going to ask you for your EIN number. They're also going to ask you for your articles of organization, which is the articles that they give you when you sign up for your LLC. They're also going to ask you for an LLC operating document, and I got my operating document from Google. I just went through and just, typed mine in. It was a template, so you might need that. And then they even might ask you for a business license if you have a separate business license as well. So that is number 3, your business documents. If sole proprietor, they're going to ask you for your DBA and your EIN number. And then if you're an LLC, they're going to ask you for your EIN number, your articles of organization, your LLC operating agreement, and or maybe they will also ask you for your business license. The 4th thing that they're going to ask you for is an opening deposit. So it can range from anywhere between $5 to even upwards of $1,000 depending on the bank. Some banks even waive, the minimum opening up deposit. It really just depends on the bank, but some will still definitely go through and require you to have some type of money in the account. I know with me, when I opened up my account a while back, they did ask me to go through and put in, I believe, $100 into each of my checking accounts. So it really just depends bank to bank. And then number 5, last but not least, some banks will even ask for like your website or even your social media just for like their own marketing purposes. It really just depends. Some banks, I believe when I signed up for my account, they did ask for my website, or they will ask you what type of industry you're in as well. So just keep that in mind as well, that they might go through and ask you for those materials too. So that's it, you guys. Hopefully this gave you a lot more information as far as business checking accounts. Definitely a lot more simplistic than you guys probably may have thought. So give this video a big thumbs up if this video was at all helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll have all information regarding Hatch down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.